Good afternoon. It's November the 21st, the weekend before Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Time to wrap up today's trading. We had a pretty good day, all things considered. We've been working with the new charts, been playing with them a little bit. And what I wanted to show you right here on this particular screen is this retest of the low. And you can see the market, we got a higher low right here, so somebody's covering their shorts against this point. We've got rejection of prices below 56. Market comes up. On a tick basis, you get short in this area. On a 20-lot basis, you get short in this area, and it creates this low right here. The market comes up right on that particular bar. They're going to retest the existing low right there. On this next bar, this red bar, you can see that the 20-lot trader went short. They were not able to take out that low, and then look what happens on the this bar right there where it starts to trade up and out. The 20-lot trader gets long. These guys know what they're doing, and the phenomena that you can't take away from the market and the way the market tests is a retest of a high or a low. And this is a reverse one. It comes up a little bit, but you can see when these retests hold, then the market goes the other way. But in between this bar and the 20-lot player, they got short. That had down price action. It is actually on that bar right there. Then the market turns up and out and comes up and out of it. So you can, there's a lot to be gained or garnered from these screens by just thinking about who's doing what to whom and why and what is the dynamic, what's the language of the market. Okay, started out this morning basically wanting to get short 69.71, thought the market would go higher. We thought it would rally into the day session's opening, squeeze the shorts, and we get a correction. Frankly, I thought we'd find buyers in the 63 to 65 area. We didn't. I mean, the market just really didn't hold. Our second area where we thought we might find some support was in that 57 to 60 area, and we got a little bit deeper, had around the market number at 55 that they managed to get stops beneath. This is that same sequence that I showed you right here. And you can see that the 50-lot trader also sold into that bar, and on this next bar right here, they start to cover. So they're going to take the market, they're going to press it, they're going to see how low they can make it. They can't make a new low, then they get out. They don't dally. These decisions are made on this chart on a 3-minute basis, and you can do that too. Okay, the first short that set up for, the first long, based on what we had, was right here, and it was in a buy area. It's high or low, but our methodology says we buy stop when we take out this bar's high. And it didn't take out that bar's high, you can see right there. So this really wasn't a long for us. When we come down, this is a long for us. This is the first long right here off of that B. We take out that bar's high, and we're long. And that's a small winner up to here. Market comes down, makes a new low right here. We've got another B. We get long when we take out that bar's high. That's produced another small winner. So ideas, levels, and a very, very specific setup can keep us, well, I wanted to buy 60s, and so I throw something out there at 60 and watch the market go knifing through. We don't want to do that. We want to trade how the experienced trader does. We want to trade with the big money. We want to execute like exchange members. So we had a good day. We had a buy 63, 65, did not get us set up in the 63, 65. All we saw was selling all day long. If you'd gotten short when you took out this bar's low, you were short in the 69 area, and the market ultimately traded down to 55. That's 14 points if you'd figured out how to stay with it. Now, no one probably did stay with it for that long, but you could have gotten down into this 63 area pretty easily. And that would have been a very, very nice trade. So good day in the E-mini. What does the E-mini look like on Monday? We've got a higher low and a higher high. We're looking for a place to buy it. If we were to close this market, and an hour ago I thought we could close it in the 2060 area, actually at 12. right now we're trading in the 60 area, so that still looks good. But we got a higher low, higher high. This market says find a place. This screen says find a place to buy it. If we look at the F2 screen, we're going to see something a little bit different. The market has got a B pattern, and the F1 screen says find a place to buy it. We like the buy when we retested this breakout right here. We said it had to be retested to bring new money in the market. It has been. It is held. So based on the long-term information, if we come down and we can't break 55, 57, we're buyers. So we're going to make our first buy 55, 57. The tendency for next week is to trade higher. Very, very strong seasonals, and 50, 52 will be buy too. And that's based on the assumption that we close in the 60 area. Got a G period high as 64, an F period high of 65, an E period high 65, say 66. So 64, 66 is sell 1, and then sell 2 is 69 to 71. Really do prefer the long side better, but I can get short based on a retest of resistance on whether it holds or not. So we do have a little bit of news on Monday. Chicago Fed National Activity Index, no one will pay any attention to it, like it north of 0. PMI services flash, people will pay attention to that because it's the only, and then Dallas Fed Manufacturing Survey. They'll look at it, but it won't make the market trade one way or the other. But this morning we had our first sell, 69 to 71. Pretty hard to argue with what the results if you'd taken that advice. Okay, next week we have floating rate notes, we have tips notes, and we got the 2, 5, and 7 years. So it's a big week for Treasury auctions. That tends to put a floor on the market. So my guess is it's going to be very, very difficult to break next week's market because of the auctions. And the 2-year auction is usually a pretty good one. So we're going to come in on Monday with an up bias in the financials just because of the auction. We've got an inside day here that says trading range. So you've got pretty good support 8 to 12, and you got pretty good resistance, well, 28 to the buck for sure. And we'll probably be working that range next week. We came in this morning saying the market would close at 16 mathematically, and we upped that to the 19 to 20 area. And the last trade at the close of the day session was 22, so I missed it a little bit. I hate that when that happens, don't you? Very, very compressed trading range after the E-mini open, but we have a very strong P right here. So this market is trading up. The mathematical close, like I said today, yesterday's option play was 126 even, 127 was 16. We upped that to the 20 area up in here, and we closed even higher than that. So this market is trading higher, and Monday's 2-year auction is probably a part of that deal. So where are we? We've got a high up here of 26, got a high of 22. We're going to sell failure to take out 22, 26. I think we have time to put on that trade. And then the next trade will be selling basically against the buck up there because it is the 2-year auction. We got a chance to trade it up. So we'll put 27 to 31, and this would be the desired sell area right up here, leaning against 127. On the buy side, 13 to 17. If the E-mini continues to sell this afternoon, it's going to be hard to get it bought. At 17, we're probably talking about 21s. And then we're going to have 5 to 9. And the news on Monday will have probably very little impact on the financials. This morning we wanted to buy into weakness, we wanted to sell in strength, we wanted to trade it because of option expiration. We had a 19 to 23 sell, the high's 22.5. We were hoping to buy early this morning, 9s to 13s. The day session low was 14, so we got close. I had to pay up to get long. Basically, you were buying higher lows all the way up. Setback trades worked, which is unusual for this market. But a good day in this contract. Okay, looking at the bond, interesting this morning came in, I was overly influenced by the note and where it was, but mathematically the close for the day session on the 30-year was 142 because the play yesterday was 141 puts, 143 calls, and what was the day session actually closed at 142. Just split it right down the middle. So our trade here is selling failure to take 42.04 out, and then 7 to 11. I think to break it out of its current trading range, it takes a pretty strong piece of news. At 42, so buying against 25, this last little area here, 21.25, 2-year auction should be supportive, and then 13 to 17. Okay, gold, I think we roll next week to the Feb contract. That's where the open interest and where the volume will be. Coming from Deese. I haven't checked the date exactly. I'll run that by Eric. Thanksgiving kind of screws things up a little bit. Some people will roll next week on Wednesday to the March financials. But officially it'll be on Friday. Okay, 5 to 7 is resistance, sell 1. Got a high volume number back in this 15 area, so 13 to 15, sell 2. There's plenty of good reasons to be buying gold on an inflation basis, uncertainty about your government. Last rotate down stopped at 96, so 95, 97 is buy 1. And then 90, 92 for buy 2. Can't really tell with anybody. I mean, a lot of people don't know exactly what the new immigration policy is going to be. Those people are already here. They're already stressing our local infrastructure. They haven't been given access to Medicare. They probably already taking Medicaid, and they haven't been given access to Social Security. All the line, you know, it's amazing, but when you look at the amount of people that have to be processed and everything that goes with it, we don't have the manpower to adequately do that. If I'm a foreign national and I'm here and I've got to give them all my financial particulars, all my living particulars, knowing that the government might change next year, I might be a little hesitant to do that. You know, that's like putting a big bullseye on your forehead or your backside. So it's really pretty easy if you want to solve the immigration problem. Secure the borders, then deal with the people that are already here. But if you don't stop that influx coming in, you can't solve the problem. And nobody wants to see 5, 10, 1 million, 11 million people deported unless they're criminals. And if they're criminals, yeah, you'd like to get rid of them. But it's just absolutely amazing to me, the political rhetoric that goes on. And, you know, it's all a deflection. It's to keep you from paying attention to what's really going on. It's deception. No one would question. I mean, if you wanted to invite somebody in your country that had Judeo-Christian values and mores and ethics, and it's not the criminal, but it would be a Catholic from somewhere in Latin or Central America, Mexico. I mean, they're on the same page, values-wise. But you gotta staunch the flow. Okay, we stopped at 35 and then at 95. So if you split the difference, that kind of puts you in the 15 area. So we'll make 76 even, 76.25 by 1. And by 2 we'll make 50 to 75. And on the sell side, 77, 77 and a quarter. And one of my really good boxing friends, who's younger than I am, and kind of adopted me and helped me around. His folks came in here illegally, and then they were taken in 1986. And Dad came here as a laborer in construction, got his own construction company. He started off as a sub, then put his name on it, and his 3 kids are college educated. And it came through hard work and the ability to perform and do what he wanted to do. So, good people, if they're not criminals. The criminals are a different matter. They are bad news if they get after you. But nobody really allows criminals to immigrate into their country, or you shouldn't. Okay, the euro got whacked. Draghi picked up the mic, as he's prone to do, and knocked it down. It was coming into it. It was a sell, and we had hoped to sell the 40 to 50 area. The sell turned out to be 30 to 40. And you had as late as C period to do it. And then the market spills. Our number 2 buy area was 75. It kind of we're headed lower. So covering against 50 down here, so 50 to 60 will be buy 1. It's on the assumption that we can take it lower. Looks lower to me. On the sell side, 95 to 05, sell 1, picking up these single prints right here, and then our 25 to 35 will be sell 2. The holiday week, don't know exactly what we have coming up, so 20 to 30 down here for buy 2. I'm pretty confident we're headed lower because that's where Mario wants it to go. And I'm not going to get in Mario's way. Neither should you. So we've had another really interesting week, just all sorts of turmoil around the globe, all sorts of deals being got, new fears and worries. Russia and China have teamed up together to shut down our electrical grid. You don't know what's coming out of that deal. What new programs will be created from that, but create a crisis and a new government program, get it funded, get it peopled, and if it doesn't,